Bring some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2? All in a day's work.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate, and the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Oh, Paimon knows this one! There are 2 styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face-to-face with the Xinyue kiosk, which is the flagship. Don't talk to Paimon like that! Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery.
So, where is he? In Lily
He certainly is. Come, I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the...
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui. Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is... And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the
Walk in the...
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell...
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving... dealing with people?
Indeed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that...
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much.
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis'...
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first...
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. Archons go by many names. The god of contracts, the god of commerce, the warrior god, Morax. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his traveler. Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last rites?
A wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the 7.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details at...
Alright, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well. You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue? I see. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,000. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use.
What would Child get out of us doing the rite of part?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish... These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prize Noctilucous jade.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you...
Betting? No, we're here for...
Noctilucous jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful...
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Very good. It seems you have learned...
What do you think, Mr. Zhongli? How should we pick from these pieces of...
Oh? You want me to decide? If it were me, the answer would be...
Oh? And that...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need... Hey! If we only need 1 for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the more if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora. All Mora is currency, but not all.
What? So loaded that he doesn't even bother hunting for a bargain.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able, if you return to those crafty merchants to quibble. They will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that you...
Whoa! To think it's that easy to...
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger, the patterns, the facade. These are all the finger. Noctilucous jade is a Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you.
Priceless, huh? Paimon's just sad that we might never be... We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? Not buying? Come now, my good friends. We can... How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a...
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Stingy? I've already been very generous. Any more...
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these...
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples...
Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based...
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. You mean at Wanmin Restaurant? As long as we do it when she...
That would not do. It is a place where people come and go. They would be...
Oh, Paimon remembers! We once saw this big pot down at the Data Upa Gorge in the camp of the Hilly Churls from the Meaty tribe. Now, let's pack those...
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
All in a day's work.
That's the pot! It looks like the hilly trolls are still using it. It's a bit early, but we gotta cut the line! There's still soup in here! These hilly trolls sure have big appetites! This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fight. We're ready to go! Paimon will help remember with... Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is, so...
Windblade!
Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilucous Jade! Hilly trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors! Let's take care of them and continue again after. That light came from the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it? More hilly trolls! They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food!
Leave it all to me. You're in for a little shock.
Windblade!
Oh, that's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade one. It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
Huh? No, it wasn't that one. Paimon remembered. Think a bit harder. Exactly. That's the one.
No problem. If you have your eye on this one,
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever...
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need...
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, it is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to save...
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such...
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the Liu Chithing and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liu will continue...
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all...
Now that we've made our choice, let's take...
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora, my apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait. Didn't Child give us some... That's a relief. Have a look, boss. Is it enough?
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace. That's where we plan to hold the rite.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
It seems that we must. We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will... Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of...
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite. The Liu Qixing have agreed to this arrangement.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky millilists... Also, the...
Traditionally, we call it the exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So... was this exuvia hidden away by the Qixing? I mean, we haven't even figured out who the murderer is.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Before the rite is conducted, the exuvia will be kept temporarily...
Golden apple.
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Tevat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is...
Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits me. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while. In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in...
Perfumes? Where are we...
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, how...
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high...
We shall not speak of the details right now. Follow me. We shall go to the merchants to purchase...
A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning.
So, are you buying or not?
Do you sell silk flowers?
Silk flowers? We certainly do.
Which kind?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with if you don't...
My goodness, you two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. Now then, please peruse at your leisure. Do let me...
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Just look at the abundant foliage here. And these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, it has a subtle yet... Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not...
Wow! A true connoisseur. Most of that was news even to me.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the world.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So,
I'll take them all.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. But this silk flower purchase is not Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the seven. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, this one has become... But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the seven in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we should honor tradition. Now that's settled, a question.
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of...
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be noble if he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares. They'd only be worth a fraction.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameos.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that you're
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the least I could do.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the...
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have...
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially...
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies to talk to?
I will wait for you near the statue of the seven. Meet me there.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
wonderful.
Come inside.
Adventurer, think you can last a round against me?
We need to ask you.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume?
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lon. What's your secret if not?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is some. Oh, it must be from the Qingxin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot
Aha! The truth is out. Lon's got a.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume,
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lon. See you around.
Not yet. Oh, I think I may have overeaten. Liyue people must have hired something new at the one Ninja.
Someone needs assistance.
Hello.
We've come to ask you a question.
Perfume? I rarely think to use it, let alone about how. That said, some of the cosmetics I use are. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a.
That's the worst thing.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention.
Yang Air? Oh, as in scent of spring?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them.
Great! This is just the intel we need.
I'll catch up.
Well, hello. You found me at last.
What? How did you know we were...
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? 3 and you have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition. Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need 3 kinds.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes,
that went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant, but you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around with me. So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume? You mean Wanmin Restaurant? Good choice. I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now. Are you ready to please me?
What did you...
I meant make me proud, as my assistant. While I'm setting up, you...
Listen, let me tell you. Should I save this Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
Leo's really got a lot going for it.
Liyue people must have iron stomachs.
This water will do nicely. Now, I need you to extract the silk. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. You need to keep your wrist firm. Now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out. Ooh, you're a natural. Now take these and try it out on your own using a nearby. Don't forget to do all three. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate containers when the
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat, and you must take care to control the heat during this process if the temperature goes too high. So please focus on controlling. Don't waste a drop of that essence now. All three perfumes are ready, and you, my friend, a testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the...
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Young. The second one is for those with more refined tastes. The first choice. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a... All clear? Don't get them mixed up. Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help. I'll leave you with some parting words. One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful. Come and hang out with me.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli, did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but...
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you...
3 sets, and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant... The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is...
Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant... Let's hope the Chising can catch the real...
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparations. What?
Next, I would like the two of you to help me borrow the
cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives near Yujing.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person.
Man, why's he gotta be so secret?
Someone needs assistance.
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the but it's a shame. These glazed...
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read if they heard beautiful sounds, but if they heard too much wild gossip...
So that means these flowers feel what...
Yes. The rumors of Rex Lapis's death are... Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chising made it all up. And still others think that this harbor is like a mountain of dried... Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Ah, that old trinket. I remember it being here with me, but an old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. He saw me gazing at it often and gave it to me. But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be low. It has been many years. Still, though, I can't recall when. It's... Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
What a weird thing to be proud of.
All right, children. There is no need to worry. I didn't...
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot?
How does that work? What? There's no way Paimon would fit in there. And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway? Can't you just lift the lid and look inside?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot and... Aren't you youngsters in a... But be careful. If you were to get... Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
As a dutiful maid would.
Let's light it up!
Someone needs assistance.
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been since Granny last swept this place?
Take cover!
Leave it all to me. Come a little closer.
Take cover!
Steady as stone. Yeah.
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing valve, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus? Paimon's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. Don't they all live in Imperial Karst? Why would she stay in the city?
Windblade!
Leave it all to me.
disappear!
Steady as stone. Come a little closer.
Let's light it up!
Out of the way! I'm going in!
Wind blade!
Come a little closer.
Wind blade!
Try not to enjoy this. Time to clean up.
With the wind!
You're in for a little shock.
Let's light it up!
Does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me see. All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children. Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick. An adeptus. Oh, I haven't heard anyone say those words in earnest for a long... As to whether I am one or not, child. Surely you already understand.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Are you really? Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis.
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, but no matter what, we have always performed the rite to cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell?
Hey! It belongs to Granny! We're supposed to return what we bought!
Oh, let you keep it. You really are a frank child. But this bell gets homesick sometimes. Who knows? It might find its way back. Well, you must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count.
We will! Thanks, Granny!
Please be mindful of your personal safety.